So before Clinic Mastery, look, my business was a bit of a shambles. I knew nothing about my numbers. I think I was getting a lot of things right in the clinical side of things and absolutely nothing right in the business side of things.
So before I started Clinic Mastery, I was working, consulting 60 hours a week. I just felt like there were no systems in place and there really wasn't any exit strategy for the long term, and I felt quite desperate. So although the practice was profitable and successful, it really was way too dependent on me personally.
When I started the CM journey, in a nutshell, we were much smaller. The vision was there, we knew what we wanted to do, but we didn't quite know how to do it.
Well, our business had reached a point of bottleneck. So dependent on Andrea and I as business owners. We were doing everything and all of the knowledge was in our heads, so we needed some help and some systemisation in our business.
In the last 3 years, Clinic Mastery has made an incredible difference for my business. It has not only taken us from here to here, but it's systemised things, it's allowed for growth, it's clarified my vision and why I'm doing it and kept me on the right track and brought back my motivation and energy and helped me realise why I started it in the first place.
The business is completely transformed. It's a completely different business in the back end. We have systems, we have mentoring, we have professional development, and my 60-hour consulting week, which is what I started with, as of 2 weeks ago is now 17 hours, only with a 4-day working week. It's a completely different business, and Clinic Mastery has been what's helped drive that difference.
The way our business looks now is that we have a foundation of strategies and policies to help our business scale and grow, and I'm excited for the growth that's going to come in the near future.
The difference since we joined Clinic Mastery is incredible. It's been a big year. We've been in the academy for 12 months and we've achieved a lot. We've hired 4 new team members in that time, and we are looking to employ another one in the next couple of months, so 5 new team members in 12 months. So now working about half the clinical hours that I was working previously, and we've got a newfound confidence in ourselves and in our team.
So we've tripled our profit in the last 3 years in terms of what I've been able to take home, and that's been legendary. We've been able to add new team members to our team. We've gone from treating 5 patients a day to treating 10 or 12, and do that in a way that is not overwhelming and not stressful and allows my practitioners to have a great time while they're doing that.
So I can happily say that objectively our business has grown in profit and cash flow, and we've improved in numbers of our team. And personally, that's taken a lot of responsibility off my shoulders. It's helped me deal with overwhelm in running the business, and I'm a happier, healthier person.
So I guess numbers don't lie, and we've had to really learn our numbers a lot better. With the help of our Clinic Mastery mentors, we've been able to do that. We've had a big increase in our profit margin, which has been great, our overall takings, and also our team has grown, so that's been terrific.
So positive impact Beck has had on our Clinic Mastery journey. She's been a really great resource for us. Our weekly chats are always really positive. She always seems to have an answer for any of the concerns or queries we have, or she can always point us into the right direction where to find those answers. She's also been really great away from that weekly chat in terms of contacting her through the Slack channels and things, sharing resources with us in terms of all different documents and things like that help us run the clinic really smoothly. So she's been an absolute champion. Couldn't say anything nicer about her. She's amazing. Yeah.
My coach has had a huge positive impact on my journey. Having someone to keep me accountable, give me the kick up the bum that I sometimes need to get stuff done, and also just the okay to do what I want to do, or telling me that the decision that I wanted to make is the right decision, or there's no harm in following, I guess, my ideas. It's made a massive difference in me being able to grow the business successfully.
Yeah, so having Jack, my coach, through the Clinic Mastery process on a weekly basis has been the biggest game changer, because I feel like when I'm talking to him, he's been there, done that, he's living the ideal type of professional life that I'd like to get myself to, and knowing that other people have achieved that before me has made what is a pretty scary process much less scary.
So the resources are an amazing part of Clinic Mastery. There's huge amounts of resources there. So you've got management plans, treatment mapping, all these things that we never did before, which we now do. The business side of things, profit and loss reports, looking at numbers. We're now looking at potentially expanding into a third location, and with Clinic Mastery we're able to now look at some real data and decide upon when the right time is to go ahead with that in terms of timing, but also financially whether we can afford to.
The resources that come with Kajabi, the online, is phenomenal. Being a solo business owner, having Kajabi to jump into whenever I have an issue or a challenge that I needed to address was, it was like having someone on call, as well as having my mentor on call. Kajabi being there, gave me access to having awesome resources for onboarding new team members, being able to manage my Xero, which is definitely not my strongest suit, but definitely has given me a lot more, strength and confidence around pretty much every aspect of the business.
You don't know what you don't know, and the value in the resources, it just goes on forever. You have access to people that have done it before. You have accesses to policies and frameworks that work that you can adapt for yourself. You have access to anything you want. When you don't know what you need, you can just ask. Say, I have an issue here, I'd really like some help for something, and it helps you realise that there's actually opportunities out there to improve, and that's what makes the whole thing worthwhile.
The people in the Clinic Mastery community have become a huge part of my life. They are personal friends and so much more than just networking or colleagues or people that you chat to when you go to an event. It really is like family. It's like coming together, 3 or 4 times a year and checking in with people that genuinely care about you. And then the support that we receive through the Slack community and just through actually getting to know other business owners on the same journey. It's fantastic.
The Clinic Mastery community is a group of very like-minded professionals. There is nothing more exhilarating, than being in a room with all these people, spending 2 days to really focus on my business and also bouncing ideas off people who have already had to deal with the problems or positive outcomes as well that I've had to deal with. So having a group of people that are very like-minded has been a really good source of growth for me as well.
If someone was considering joining CM, I would tell them just do it, because we were in that same boat 6 months ago. We came along to a live event just to see what it was all about. I was very impressed by what I saw, and it's been great since day one. So highly, highly recommend joining. You won't regret it.
Just do it. It's changed my life. So my business is beyond different from 3 years ago, and I very much have Clinic Mastery to thank for that, and giving me, making me accountable and making me do things that I probably would have sat on and twiddled my thumbs over for a lot longer. So just get on board, join.
The decision to join Clinic Mastery is an absolute no-brainer. It's a game changer, and we talk about giving ideal experiences to our patients and creating raving fans. Clinic Mastery have turned me into their raving fan.